Hey guys, how's it going? This is Autobot JCB here again with another How to Transform video. In today's video, we're going to be continuing on with Transformers Revenge of the Fallen because today I'm going to be showing you how to transform the 2009 Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Starscream. Now, I know I have already covered Starscream for the movie series. However, that was the 2007 version, and this is obviously the 2009 version. If you'd like to go check out my 2007 version, it is in my playlist. Go check it out, tell me what you think, and then come back to this one. Or watch them in any order you want. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over a couple of details that Starscream has in his vehicle mode, and then we'll get on to transformation. So let's jump right into it. As you guys can see here, Starscream's vehicle mode is still modeled after the F-22 Raptor fighter jet, which is the exact same vehicle mode he had in the 2007 movie, and it's also the same vehicle mode he has in Transformers Dark of the Moon. However, this version of Starscream, obviously, he has these new Cybertronian tattoos or whatever. I don't know why they insisted on giving him these tattoos. Maybe they're like supposed to be like a badge of honor or something like that. But I think we can all agree that Starscream is kind of a coward. So anyway, so let me bring Starscream in for a close-up. You can get a better look at these tattoos. Obviously, you guys will notice that these are kind of fading. This guy is a very old figure. I actually got him the day he came out, clear back before the second movie was released. So he has seen a lot of wear and tear. He's had a few falls, but he's still in pretty good shape. Like I said, his vehicle mode is still modeled after the F-22 Raptor, and compared to my 2007 version, this one is obviously more elegant, not a plane with a bunch of rocket launchers mounted on the bottom. But he does have his two rockets, and what I like about these is, now my understanding with the F-22 is they actually have like a compartment right here that the missiles actually come out of when they fire. Obviously, Starscream does not. His missiles mount to his wings with these pegs right here. And you'll see that there are these little peg holes on each side of both of the missiles. And they just pop off really easy. We're just going to go ahead and take those off for right now because we're going to be using those later. I have to admit, the tattoo aspect of Starscream is weird. But it does kind of give him a more intimidating factor compared to just a plain F-22, but if you're going to have tattoos, make them a little more discreet because they immediately realized that this was not a normal F-22 when the Battle of Egypt was about to begin. They knew right away. Epps, the soldier Epps, I cannot think of his military rank. I'm so sorry, guys. He saw this and he was like, that thing's got alien tattoos all over it. That's not Air Force. He immediately knew that this was going to be trouble, and it was. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump into transformation, and then I will do. What I'm going to do is I will show you a comparison to the 2007 Starscream with 2009 Starscream. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to flip him over, and we're going to take the landing gear that is right here, and right here. And we're going to flip these in because we need these out of the way. And with this one, what you'll do is you actually want to pull it out, flip in the wheel, and then fold it back in just like that. So there we have Starscream mid-flight. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to come right here. We're going to flip the nose all the way down just like that because we need that out of our way. Next thing, we have a panel right here and right here. We're going to go ahead and pop these panels up just like this. And they just... actually, they don't really peg in. They just kind of sit there, but they're pretty secure. So far, he looks like a deformed plane. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come right here, and we're going to disconnect his wings from the body, just like this. And this one is being stubborn again. Thank you. There we go. All right, so there we have some floppy wings for him right there. The next thing we'll do is we'll come right here. We're going to flip these pieces up just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip him over. We're going to separate right here because these will become his arms. And then you'll see another pin right there. We're going to go ahead and disconnect that. And that will allow us to open everything up. But before we do that, what we need to do is we need to take this plate and we need to bring it all the way down. So we'll need to swing it down below these pieces and then bring it down just like that. And when we do, we'll go ahead and take the wings and fold them up in half, just like this. I am doing this a little wonky, so I do apologize. This is just the way I've always done this guy. All right, so there we have this all taken care of. This is actually going to be Starscream's back, and these wings will fit right above his shoulders, just like what you see in the movie. All right, so we've got that pin disconnected. We've got that pin disconnected. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn them around because we're going to grab right here and right here, and we're going to rip him apart, which will reveal Starscream's head. Hello. All right, so there we have Starscream's head. He's doing a weird version of the splits, so yeah. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll take this section right here. We're going to flip it out, and we're going to take this section and flip it out, because then what we're going to do is we're going to flip those up just like that. And we're going to move these tail stabilizers out of the way. And we're going to take these tail fins. We're going to flip them in just like this, which will reveal all these gears. And there's a pin right here that will peg right in to this hole right here. And when you do, it will actually connect these gears to the gear that's inside Starscream's head. So when you turn Starscream's head, it'll make these gears move. So we're going to come right here, and we're going to move this off, flip that around just like that. We're going to get his arms up out of the way. And now we're going to go ahead and bring this in. And then, like I said, this little pin right here goes right into that peg hole right there. Get that pegged in right there. And we'll bring the other side and do the same thing. Get that pegged in. And now as you do, you'll see that there's a little piece right there that'll slip into that piece just like that. So we've got all the pins in. We've got that connected. And we can flip them back over because now we have Starscream's body and he's surrendering. All right. So now what we'll do is we're going to come right here. We're going to flip up these wings and we're going to fold them in half just like this. I actually did that backwards. I'm sorry. Make sure you do it where the black etching is on the outside, and then we'll just bring it down just like that. So we'll go ahead and fold this in just like that, flip that down, and we'll slip that into place right there. And there we have Starscream's torso. The next thing we'll do is we'll come down here, and we're going to pull on these sections right here because these are going to form Starscream's legs. Now what we'll do is we'll we'll bend his legs forward, we'll bring his leg back, and so it'll look like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this whole section around, flip this up, and flip his foot down. Now you can either flip it down or leave it flipped up. It doesn't matter. But anyway, so there is Starscream's leg. And I'm going to go ahead and do it on this other side. So we've got it flipped down. We'll bring it back just like that. We'll have his leg forward. We'll have it flipped around. We'll spin this around, flip this up, bring his foot down, and then either put it back down or leave it up. Either way, there's Starscream's legs all transformed and ready to go. And what I like is that he actually does have a little bit of hip articulation. You can turn his leg a little bit, and you can actually move his knee to give him to put him in different poses. It's entirely up to you how you want to do that. All right, so there we have the lower half of Starscream all set to go. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come back up to his arms, and we're going to bring his arms down just like this. We're going to bring them down because what we're going to do, actually give me 1 second. Oh, no. Okay. So we need to turn his arms. I am so sorry. And then what we'll do is we're going to pull his elbow. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had a little bit of a mishap there. I actually did that wrong, so I just fixed it. I will show you how to do it correctly over here. All right, so we have his arm. We're not going to turn this joint right here. We don't need to if you don't want to. But if you want to, it does turn all the way around, so you can give him a little bit of a better pose, whatever. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll bring his arm out, and we'll set it just like this. And then what we'll do is we will pull his elbow. We'll pull and expose his elbow, and then we'll turn his arm around and give him his elbow joint just like that. That's how I typically have it. So I don't know why I was so confused about that. And I'm so sorry, guys. But anyway, so there we have his arms done. And then we'll come around here And we'll bring this panel back, and then we'll just push these up into those grooves right there. And there we have Starscream transformed and ready to go. Like I said, compared to the 2007 version, this one is way more detailed, way more screen accurate. The 2007 version was a great first try. I will admit that they did a great job with it. Let me show you a comparison, 2007 versus 2009. Here. I just shot a missile across the floor. I have no idea where it went. I'll find it later. All right, but anyway, so there we have 2007 versus 2009. As you guys can see here, like I said, 2009, way more accurate, way more detail. And I think he is a lot more intimidating. But overall, these are great designs. I love the movie toy line. They are so great. All right, so we'll go ahead and move him back out, because now I'm going to show you a couple of details Starscream has in his bot mode. So the first thing you'll see is obviously Starscream is not armed yet. That is because we need to take his missiles and we need to put them into the launchers that are on the backs of his wrist. And these do actually fire. The trigger is right here behind the barrel of the Gatling cannon. And they do actually fire, and they actually have they actually can get some distance, which is nice. And then he also has a little bit of wrist articulation right here, kind of make him look like he's groveling at Megatron. I just about said Lord Megatron. That was weird. But anyway, so there we have Starscream's weapons. And then, like I was saying, with the pins that we connected in here, if you turn Starscream's head back and forth, you'll see that those gears in his chest will actually turn when you turn his head. I have to admit, I like that detail. It's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, I think Starscream is this version of Starscream is a great design. And honestly, I think all the movie designs are great. But anyway, guys, so there we have the 2009 Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Starscream with an appearance from his 2007 counterpart. If you guys have any other ideas for other Transformers you'd like me to try and do, feel free to comment below, even hit the like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and I will do what I can to help you out as we go. And until then, bye.